russosbrand.com.
What does everybody want?
Where the pros are the pros. All right, go ahead, Jeff. Give Al the news.
Well, a photo leaked this week, big quotations leaked, of Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan. Vince, if you want to pop that up there, I got an image. So this photo, yeah, this photo.
Look how skinny his wrists are, bro. Like, I saw, could they be any skinnier, bro?
He's got like chick wrists.
Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So first off, Shane McMahon did give a statement on this, which I'll read here in a minute.
Oh, I haven't heard that. That's news to me.
I don't either.
Yeah. So they make this like that this was leaked. Obviously, whoever took this photo, Tony Khan is looking at them taking the photo. They're in this room with him. So if this photo leaked, Tony would know exactly who took the photo. So you get the impression Tony wanted this picture to come out and he sent it out to people. If you're going to do that, why fake a leaked photo and not just take a photo of him with Shane at the table like a professional photo? I don't get that part of it.
It because it's much more conspiratorial to leak this out and act like, that the FBI or the CIA let it get it cleared. Now it seems very forbidden, and
does this go up there, Al, with the Zapruder film, you think? Is this right behind the Zapruder film?
It's close. I mean, Tony does look like the babushka woman.
All right, go ahead.
And I think this was taken in a office building in Arlington, Texas. So
actually, it was like a meeting room in an airport.
Yeah,
which is a really weird place for a meeting like this, bro. Really weird.
Why fly to Arlington? I mean, you just fly to Connecticut or fly to wherever Tony lives in Jacksonville.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Shane gave a statement to Bully Ray, which he read on Busted Open. And the statement, according to Bully Ray, said, "Tony and I were connected through a mutual friend, and we had a great meeting. We talked about many things, but mostly about our shared love for the business and the rewards and challenges of working with family. I congratulated him on the 5-year anniversary of AEW and look forward to how he evolves the business moving forward."
Very, very generic, very safe response and statement, and no commitment or indication that there's anything more than that. Here. Good for you, Shane.
Yeah. What? And Tony said,
well, at the time of this recording, he hasn't said anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's allowing the speculation to run rampant. That's what he's doing,
bro.
And good for him. I mean, smart move. It really helps to breathe some much needed life back into AEW, and maybe potentially part of the reason that he might have let this go out, because I don't know if how negotiations, if they've finished or if they're still ongoing with Time Warner, allowing the hint that the McMahons, Shane or Vince, or Shane and Vince, are even remotely tied to AEW would only benefit Tony Khan in regards to potential, or Shane, I should say, potential, talks with Warner or Discovery.
Hey, Al, smarten me up about this, because every time you give your plugs at the end of the show, there's always a new broadcasting partner for OVW. So you are forever signing, TV partners.
Right.
Al, correct me if I'm wrong. It's literally been, I'd say, 3 to 4 weeks, and I think I'm being generous, where we have heard Tony Khan saying how great the conversations, the ongoing conversations with WBD, how great they've been. I mean, literally 3 or 4 weeks of this talk. Now, bro, sure. I'm just sitting here, like, I just keep asking a simple question. Bro, if meetings and dialogue is going great for a month, why hasn't a deal been signed? I mean, Al, if you're having positive negotiations for an entire month with your experience, should a deal have been signed by now?
Maybe not. I mean, this time of year, like I just had a meeting yesterday with some people that are representing OVW as far as in regards to possible, you know, selling the TV rights or whatever. And he told me, he said, we probably I won't be doing anything until probably September. He said, because right now, this time of year, he said, it doesn't do much good because there's a lot of people that are out on vacation. He said, so for the month of August, he said, pretty much write it off. He goes, but then come September, that's where we'll go in and we'll have from about September to about December 20th, that before they shut down, toward the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, okay, great. Let me know. So there might be some rudimentary talks, but I don't think there's actual heavy negotiations or anything going on right now at the moment. Yeah. Because of the way the industry works.
So they
probably won't really sit down until probably into September, October.
So you were talking about like September to December, like a 3-month negotiating process. That would be the norm.
I doubt that. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because if let's take for instance on any type of television. Let's say you're an actor like Robert Downey Jr. played Tony Stark in Iron Man. He was only paid $250,000 the first time he played Iron Man. When he came back, and where actors make their real money is when in a movie situation, they have a franchise movie that has more than one film, because now it's the actor, they believe, that's also drawing the audience. Mm-hmm. And it warrants a better ability to negotiate. AEW is and all of this is to explain what I'm about to explain with AEW. AEW is still kind of like when they first came on the scene, they had to pretty much take what they could get.
Right.
Warner Brothers, Time Warner, Discovery just basically goes, hey, here's your deal.
There's no track. There's no track record. There's no data. There's nothing for them to show.
There's no audience. There's no nothing. Right. Typically, AEW now, because of its existence and a track record and existing audience, would have some negotiating ability. But here's the rub. Because of the trend of their declining viewership and ratings and attendance, demonstrating to Warner Brothers Discovery, now they're in a position to where, well, yeah, they kind of do have a little bit of negotiating room, but yet they really kind of don't, because they're kind of like they're only standing on one leg. They're not standing on two. You know what I mean? Where if they had held steady viewership wise or had increased viewership, well, then, yeah, they would be able to sit down at the table and go, hey, we need to have a little bit more money.
Yeah.
But because that hasn't been the case, from what I understand and what I know, then, now that's where things get a little dicier, and, and they may go back and forth, but not for any extended amount of time, because, AEW, again, is not playing from a position of strength.
We'll speculate on this a bit, because Shane, like Al said, like a pretty generic statement on the whole thing. What's going on here? What do you guys think is going on here? Why is Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan?
Well, I think Shane is still got a very heavy amount of interest in professional wrestling. I think Tony probably reached out to Shane. I can't imagine Shane reaching out to Tony. I think Tony is hoping that to some degree or another, Shane would get involved, because for Tony, one, he's a fan, and for him, he gets to collect a Shane McMahon action figure. And two, it's going to create a buzz. It's going to create a bump. It's going to create heat for AEW if Shane were to get involved in any degree. I don't think Shane would ever get direct, it would surprise me if he were to be willing to go in and get direct ownership or something, but to take some position and be paid to do it, I think he would do. And I think it, especially during this period of time where there's negotiations and things, the hint that Shane might, and to some degree or any degree, be involved is very a very positive perception in regards to Warner Brothers Discovery, and the possibilities of Shane, not Vince, A. McMahon, Shane, being involved in the company, and they're going to, executives are going to just assume that Shane's going to have the same Midas touch that Vince has, and that this will be the thing that resurrects and drives business for, AEW going forward.
Yeah, I totally agree on that, Jeff.
I think that's why he's letting it out there too.
Yeah. I think you're giving Tony way too much credit, Al. I really do. I think you're thinking like Al Snow would talk. I think you're giving Tony way too much credit.
I think the hint or the suggestion that Shane is in any way potentially or possibly going to be a part of AEW, I think, was somebody around Tony who recommended it be done. I don't know if Tony's the one who necessarily
that's possible. JR or somebody like that. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, hey, let the word out. Let a photo slip and let people start talking and speculating.
I hope you liked the last video, and remember, man, you can go right now if you've never been a Patreon subscriber. Go right now to patreon.com/Russo TWC and get a free week of Russo's brand on me.
What's up, Brand? This is Jeff Lane inviting you to come hang out with me over on Twitch. I'm live several nights a week playing games, classic and new, currently going through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the new Contra game, and more. So check me out, Jeff Lane 22 on Twitch.
Pick up Mike Durbin's Conan action figure, bro. Look how beautiful this thing is. I freaking love the packaging, man. Look at this. MikeDurbin.com, guys. Help Mike out, man. This is a beautiful action figure, bro. Beautiful. MikeDurbin.com.